Does it ever happen to you where someone just randomly comes right up, tells you their life story, you somehow miraculously impart the most perfect words that you didn't even know were perfect until you said them, and then this massive transformation just takes place in front of you, and that person says, "You have made such a difference for me, thank you so much." Today, for Heart Magic Monday, we are talking about the 13 natural traits of a healer. There are so many healers walking and talking and roaming this beautiful planet that actually don't know how gifted they truly are. So today I want to explore what I perceive as the 13 indicative traits of a natural healer so that you can check in with yourself and see if this resonates with you. Are you doing these things? Number 1. You are driven to help, like driven to help so much so that you will stop the freaking car and actually pull over and help somebody in need. Do you find yourself putting the needs of others at a priority on your daily life? If you do, you're probably a natural healer. You see, natural healers have this amazing connection with the needs within others. A natural healer can easily perceive exactly what's required, and sometimes these people can very efficiently perceive what's needed and just offer it on the spot. Number 2, you feel deeply. The superpower of feeling deeply is the capacity for deep love. And for those who feel deeply, you will actually be someone that can really easily relate to the depth of feelings in another. It is our capacity to feel deeply that truly allows us to connect heart to heart with another person. Number 3, you love to progress. You are just like this progress machine, moving forward, learning, growing, developing yourself, advancing yourself. You know, it's such an incredible trait of a natural healer. Do you find yourself naturally just progressing all the time? Number 4, you speak the truth, whether that's socially acceptable, whether that's appealing, whether that's desirable. You just have this way of speaking truth. And you'll probably notice that it's not always socially acceptable to speak the truth, and yet you are deeply committed to speaking the truth. Do you find yourself permitting yourself to say what you really think and feel, even when it's not acceptable? Number 5, natural healers have an incredible capacity to not only discern truth, speak truth, but discern lying. If you've been able to perceive when someone is lying, this is very indicative of a natural healer. It's so powerful to be able to find the truth by perceiving whether someone is telling you the truth. But even when they lie, if you can discern that, it's very revealing. Are you able to tell when someone is telling a fib? 6 is huge because you kind of got to factor this into your life. Do people tell you their story everywhere that you go? I'm talking hairdressers, policemen, I'm talking your son's teacher at school, your neighbor's sister, that old lady that you go to church with. Do you find that people just naturally bring forward their story for you, beautiful? Being a witnesser of soul stories is one of the primary traits of a natural healer. 7 is going to build here, because we're not only talking about your capacity to elicit the soul story of someone else, we're actually talking about your ability to call forward the most perfect words. Do you end up really saying the words that people want to hear? Do you find yourself intuitively sensing the words that actually need to be spoken and find they effortlessly flow before you? One of the advantages of listening to so many people's stories and observing human behavior so frequently is that natural healers are often very powerful pattern finders. If you have ever listened to somebody and been able to pinpoint a clear pattern in their behavior, this is very indicative of a natural healer. Number 9 has caused wounding within all of us. Number 9 is about the wounded reacting to you. Have you noticed that some people walk away as soon as you draw near to them? Have you noticed that some people are repelled by your presence, your words, your behavior, your physical appearance, your essence? The truth is that simply being who we are can irritate, aggravate, and actually agitate the wounded. Number 10. 10, great loss. For those of us who have suffered greatly, who have grieved many loved ones, who know suffering, deprivation, grief and loss, this is highly indicative that you are a natural healer. Number 11 is my favorite reason why I love natural healers, because they're absolutely hilarious. Speaking to inanimate objects. Now this might be plants, flowers, trees, fairies, gnomes, angels, guides, or God. What I love about natural healers is that they have a connection with the unseen world that allows them to communicate with objects that seem to be lifeless to other people. Number 12, you feel like you don't belong. This is the most common expression that I hear from natural healers, is that you were not born to fit into this world. You are here as a truth bringer, a truth speaker. Your presence illuminates and clarifies and refines. So if you have ever felt that you really don't belong here, you don't belong in your family, you don't belong in your country or your culture, it's probably highly likely that you are a natural healer. The final 13th trait of being a natural healer is that you value peace above all else. If you are a natural peace seeker, peacemaker, peace bringer, if harmony, unity, connection, belonging, and love are intrinsically of the highest importance to you, it is highly likely, darling one, that you are a natural healer. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Heart Magic Monday. I hope that these 13 trait clarifying points can really help you ascertain and clarify for yourself whether or not you are a natural healer. What is so beautiful is that so much about our lives makes sense when we can actually claim the truth of who we are. I would love to hear your questions, your comments. Please, if this has been at all valuable for you, I would love it if you could give it a big thumbs up so that this video can reach more people.
Hi!
Photobomb. Is that a photobomb or a film bomb? Come and say hello.
Hi!
Come here. You say what your name is?
I'm Bo Black.
Bo Black. And what's your favorite thing to do, Bo Black?
Is I Black?